Yo, my people, what's going on? It's your boy Sneaker Life back with another video, man. Today, we are doing the breakdown of the best Air Jordan 1s of 2020. It's crazy that it's coming to an end. I know a lot of you guys are excited. We got some more fire coming out in 2021. But I just wanted to shine some light on some of the most overrated, underrated. You know, this might not necessarily be the best of the best. This is just solely my opinion. But we know the Air Jordan 1 is the people's shoe. I mean, one of the most wearable silhouettes we've seen this year. Tons of people that weren't necessarily too much into the culture wearing Jordan 1s, whether it be the high, the mid. We know the ladies wearing the mids. Hey girl, you need to learn something because it's all about the highs. Nah, but I'm just playing, man. You guys know Jordan 1s are a huge fashion statement. So I just wanted to get into my list. So let's get it. Number one, we have, and this will be in no particular order in case you guys were wondering, but this is the Air Jordan 1 Mid Chicago Black Toe. This was actually a general release, and honestly, they look very solid. One thing I will say, it seems like mids and lows, which I don't have any lows on this list, just to let you know. No reason at all. There's some great lows out there. But the reason being, these are great for at least Colorado weather, man. When it is a little too hot, you don't want to wear the complete high top, but you still want to be fresh. You can't go wrong with these. I know a lot of people don't like them, obviously, because they don't represent or kind of show that OG-ness, you know what I'm saying? Especially having that Jumpman logo, which kind of kills the hype for most things. But since this does combine the Chicago and the black toe together, it was a good look, man. And I think a lot of people started picking up mids, you know, started taking them a lot more serious. They seem to have been dropping a lot of very fire colorways, to be honest. And, you know, if you can't always catch the hype or just can't get a release, these are a great option. A lot of people won't know, and you're still rocking your Jordan 1s. One of the reasons that Jordan 1s are as popular as they are, not only being one of the greatest shoes of all time from, you know, Michael Jordan, is it's more of that, the idealistic, or just the idea behind minimalism and just keeping things clean and simple. And that's what the Jordan 1 represents. So mids, perfect go. This is actually the only mid that's going to be on this list, but had to include it. Now, you guys know I'm really hyped up on the fact that Jordan brand decided to put zoom, or even Nike decided to put zoom into Jordan 1s. This took comfort to a whole new level, brother. You hear what I'm saying, man? Now, Jordans are cool and all, but let's be honest, wearing them things all day is not comfortable whatsoever. So when they put this zoom in there, boy, ooh-wee. Let me tell you, when they drop the Chicago color in these, people are going to go nuts. And I'm going to keep hyping this zoom up because it is unbelievably comfortable, man. So this is the Zen Green colorway. I'm actually, to my surprise, these didn't go as crazy as expected. Now, they did sell out initially. They ended up doing a lot more restocks. You can find them for pretty close to retail now. I thought this color was so tough, man. Hit them with that Hulk colorway. And for you SB fans, this is very similar to the pair that released back in 2007, the Brute pair. And just that very dope, like almost buttery or even kind of hairy like type of suede that they have on the side panels. It's a very loud shoe, very wearable with a lot of things, but I understand people aren't really too hyped up on green like that. But honestly, one of the best pairs in my opinion to release in 2020. So yes, sir. Now, unfortunately, this next pair I wasn't able to get. Unfortunately, man, it just sucks. Damn it. But it is the Air Jordan 1 Royal Toe. We all know the reason that these have the hype that they do is because obviously the fragments. A beautiful shoe. If anybody got lucky, good for you, man. I'm hating on you right now. It's beautiful, man. You gotta love the black, the blue. Again, a very versatile shoe, something that you can wear year round, man. It's gonna go with a lot of different fits, so this is definitely on the list for sure. Now, unfortunately, with the Olympics being canceled, this was pre-planned, but I was so glad to see Jordan bring out the metallic silvers. This goes way back to 2000, man. This was before I was even collecting sneakers. But you gotta love this shoe, man. You gotta love all the elements of, you know, their international pairs. This was extremely limited back in like 2001. I mean, this colorway is so sweet, and I'm still kind of surprised that resale isn't higher. But I mean, that's kind of a good thing, because if you want them, you can scoop them for a decent price. Now, I would say in the future, these are probably going to go up a lot, but this silhouette overall is just so beautiful, and it really mimics that OG look. quality on this is phenomenal. And to me, this was kind of the closest thing I was gonna get to like the Ali May ones that released, what, like 2-3 years ago. I just love the way that silver looks, and there's just so many dope fits that you can wear with this. And unfortunately, it didn't come with like the briefcase like the original pair did, but still, Jordan Brand really did their thing on these. Now, the Biohacks are something different, kind of out of the blue. Obviously, again, going back to the Olympics being in Japan, Tokyo, the lights, that's kind of the theme behind the Biohacks, but it's just such a random color. Like, it seems like you have elements of the Mochas, you have some of the metallic silver, you have the navy pair that dropped. There's just so many different colors that go into this, and I still feel like there isn't this clear, like, what was Jordan Brand thinking while sitting in the office, like, oh, let's go with this. I get the neon lights, but I still want to know more. I'd love to hear the story behind that. I just felt like these belonged on the list because it was a unique sneaker to drop. It seems like they took elements of a lot of different Jordans. Even if you look at the tongue, you can kind of see you have somewhat of that like off-white construction. So a really interesting shoe, very hard to kind of like stun on and like wear. But, you know, I'll break these out in the future. I think they're super dope, and they definitely deserve to be on this list. You know this was going to be on the list, the Air Jordan 1 Mocha. Tons of people, a lot of new people, a lot of y'all newbies, man. Y'all want to say, oh, Travis Scott, man, that's the hype behind these. No, man. Nike been doing this dark Mocha, man. The original shoe releasing back in 2001, bro. Get it right. Now, obviously, we know next to Virgil, nobody has been killing it as much as Travis Scott when it comes to sneakers. That's kind of where this stemmed from. Was the hype because of that? Most likely. The reason that these were as hyped and as limited as they were is because Nike knew, number one, supply and demand. Number two, they look exactly like the Travises. Because you look at something like the original Jordan 3 Mocha, right? Released back in 2001, wasn't hard to get then. Years later, resells crazy. They re-released them. People don't buy them. They don't sell out. You could get them for under retail. They were in the outlets. So then they kind of chased this. Oh, it does look like the Travis Scotts without the reverse swoosh. Now for the people that didn't get the Travis Scotts, how about you get the Mochas? So, you know, it goes in tons of different ways. The hype definitely came just because they do look like the Travises, but I don't think that's truly Nike's intention of what it was. This is just a phenomenal, very versatile Jordan 1, and honestly a great non-retro. You know, for them to just come up with this concept and roll with it, great job. We always like to stick to OGs, obviously, but sometimes they release some fire colorways, and 2021 is a prime example of that, and I can't wait to do the list for that. We already know these were going to be on here. This is probably my most favorite Jordan 1 of 2020. The color blocking on these is phenomenal. This is another shoe that actually released back in 2001. Again, it is the Midnight Navy. This is the co.jp, however you want to pronounce that. But there's actually no history behind this or story, and I find that kind of interesting. This was just another sneaker that Nike at the time decided to drop and thought they looked good as far as color blocking goes. It's extremely eye-pleasing, man. Like, these look beautiful. I think they look even better obviously with the white laces. That's why I went with them for this on foot. But man, just a solid color, and just one of those shoes that is very minimal, goes with a lot of different outfits, and I love that. They look so good, man, and quality is just phenomenal, like seriously. And as we're speaking of quality, here they are, man, going for what, $10,000-$20,000 now. Retail sitting at the first Jordan to ever retail at $2,000. It is the Dior Jordan 1. They had the high tops and the low tops, a very limited release. But you know, they did give everyone an equal opportunity, which is pretty cool. I'm sure people backdoor these for sure, but a fun fact about these is this is actually the first Jordan to be sourced and made in Italy since the original Jordan 2, and that was back in like 1986, before I was even born. So that was pretty cool, man, and it just goes to show quality, luxury, that is kind of the wave. The one thing that I didn't like about this is it really separates, you know, the true sneakerheads from the people who just have a lot of money and they're like, oh yeah, I got the Dior's, man, I'm so cool, man. But you can't buy cool, know that. But obviously they used one of the swaggiest dudes out there, man. They used Travis Scott to really push that message. And you know, I can't even complain, because I had an equal opportunity to enter. If I would have got them for retail, I'd be flexing them too. But y'all get where I'm coming from, man. Definitely a dope quality shoe. Speaking on this whole limited concept, let's go back to the Air Jordan 1 OG 85. This is the Varsity Red. Again, a shoe that nobody could get their hands on, which makes no sense to me, but it is a fire shoe, no cap. It's just impossible to get, which just doesn't make any sense to me. How are you going to release something that basically is inspired by the original pair that dropped back in '85? Resale is crazy on these. They look really good, but again, just super unobtainable shoe. It definitely follows its OG look, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. They look good. I ain't got much to say because I'm mad and salty that none of us could get a pair, man. Like, come on, bro. Where's the fun in that? And last on the list is just an honorable mention. I really feel like there was a lot of Jordan 1s that released this year. If I had to break them down, this was the list, but these black toes were pretty cool. Would have been even more fire with a white sole, but I can dig it. I needed the black pair of shoes. Patent leather gets a little hot, but it's a cool look. These are sitting in the box. I don't have an on foot of them yet. Hopefully one day, but it was definitely a cool shoe. I love the patent leather look, man. They released so many in the past and I've had every single one of them, but I wish they would change up the sole. And I actually saw on the internet someone do a sole swap of these with the white sole. Looks crispy, bro. Let me tell you that, but can't complain about that, man. Other shoes that could potentially be on the honorable mention are the women's tie-dye. That didn't come in a size 12, so never was able to get those, but they did look really good. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else was pretty solid this year. Maybe like the UNC to Chicago's. That was a pretty good look. But other than that, man, there is my list of the best Air Jordans of 2020. My opinion, this is solely based on what I've seen. You guys can let me know down below in the comments what you thought were the best Jordan 1s. Which ones did you pick up on? Or which ones did you pick up? Which ones did you think are trash? Let me know down below. But this is your boy Sneaker Life, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ooh, let me pull out the shadows real quick. Run it.
Alright, hold on, everybody. Hold you guys 10 seconds.